No.
Why we cannot compare him?
Cannot compare him like as who he is? No, you cannot compare God to anything. Can you agree that you can't compare
So
God to anything?
can I say, okay, do you go to school?
Yes.
All right. Can I say you are the best student, or I cannot say that?
What do you mean? Can you say you're the best
I
student?
want to compare
I
you to the
mean,
student in your age, in your
okay,
school. Can I compare you, or I cannot?
you can.
Why I can compare? Because there is many of you, correct?
Yes.
So if I compare, that's mean that you are not only one, right?
If you compare me to other humans, then there's not only
No,
one.
no. If I
If you're talking
say,
about the
okay,
best
hold
of,
on. If I say I am the best student, does that
yes.
mean you are the only student, or there's many students?
No, that means there's many students.
If I say I am the best creator,
Okay, that brings us to my next point. The best of creators, humans are also creators, right?
no.
How? We a father and a
Can
mother
you
create
create
a
any?
son.
No. Your father and mother, they cannot create anything. This is God. He gave the ability of reproduce, not to recreate. The creator is God. You know, a second ago, if you remember, 5 minutes ago, I asked you, me and you were created. You agreed, correct? We are
Yes.
created by who? By our mother or by our God?
I mean, we're created
By who?
by
By who?
we were created by God. Yes.
Exactly.
God created everything.
So your mother and your father cannot create you. God gave them the ability. This is God ability. And you remember, in Islam, you remember that even the soul, you can create the sperm, the semen, but Allah, He sent His angel to put the soul inside the body, correct?
Yeah, I believe that's
Okay,
the
so
word.
the
Yes.
soul is coming, not only the body. But if we go in the Quran, you will find the Quran says, what is the word of creation? Chapter 22, verse number 73. Search it. It says, how you worship someone instead of Allah, and you worship those ones who cannot even create a fly. So the word of creation in the Quran is not for a creating of a bicycle. This is not a creation. This is a creative idea. I did not create the steel. I did not create the rubber. I did not create anything. I just put them together.
I think it's God that's giving people the ability to create,
No, this
but
is
it's the
not. No, 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 my
humans. Yeah.
friend. The creator.
Didn't you say that?
Okay, when I say, okay, okay, hold on, I will go with you. So you just
Okay.
said now, I will go with you. You see, I will adopt now your idea. It's the correct one. Forget about my idea. So I will adopt your idea. So you are saying now to me that we as a human, we are creators.
We create other humans based off of the
Okay,
ability that God has given us
just
as
give me an
humans.
answer. So now, are you saying to me that we as a human, we are creators?
Like I said, yes, we create other
Okay,
humans
so
based
how
off of
you are
God's
calling
ability.
me, saying to me, you want to prove that Allah is unique? You just agreed that we are a creator, Allah is a creator, so we are creators and He is a creator. So all of us, we are creators. He's not unique.
He says he's the best of creators.
Exactly.
That's valid.
Okay, that's mean He is, I asked you, can we compare Allah to something else? You said no. But now He is saying He is the best of the creators. That's mean He is, I am a creator, He is a creator, I am God, He is God. He is the best God, I am lower God. How in
Yeah,
the world is,
he's the best of creators. Like I said,
okay,
humans
can I compare Allah to an idol? And I say He is the best of the creator?
compare Allah to an idol. I mean, an idol's an idol, right?
Idol, pagan God.
Like Baal or something like that.
Yeah. Can I say Allah is the best of the creator compared to Baal?
I mean, Baal is an idol.
Okay.
It's just a stone figure.
So are you saying this is wrong to compare Allah to Baal?
Yes.
Okay. Then how Allah He compare Himself to Baal in the Quran?
Where does he compare himself to Baal at?
In the Quran.
Can you tell me where?
All right. Can you give me a week to find the verse?
Sure.
Yeah, just give me a week. I will call you back. Chapter 37, verse 125. It says, will you call upon Baal and forsake the best of the creators?
Wait, can you repeat that again?
Chapter 37, verse 125. Allah
Yes.
comparing Himself to Baal. And remember, you are the one who said to me, it's wrong because we cannot compare Allah to an idol.
Yeah, we cannot compare Allah to an idol. Us humans can't.
But Allah, He Himself comparing Himself to Baal, claiming that Baal is a creator and He's the best of the creator. Go ahead, read it.
Okay, 37, 125. Hold on, let me read the verse. Like I said, If you're correct, I'll tell you, and I'll give you two fair ones. I'm not a cocky one, right?
I'm listening. Go ahead.
Okay. Let me find the verse, and I will. Give me a second. I'm sorry, it was 37 verse what?
125.
125. Yeah. So it says, do you call upon Baal and forsake the best of the creators?
Okay.
So he's okay. So when he says, "Will you call upon Baal?" You know that idolatry worship is haram, right?
No.
Okay.
You Muslim kiss black stones, don't you?
I'm sorry. What?
You Muslim kiss black stones. You go around the Kaaba. That's adultery.
We kiss black stones?
You don't?
I mean, I don't. I don't. If they're Muslims, like kiss black stones.
You're a prophet, he said.
How's that adultery?
A second ago you don't like it. Now you like it because you're a prophet, he said.
No. I'm saying, how's that adultery?
Well, stone, it's a stone. Why you kiss a stone? But let us go here first, and then we go to the stone. So Allah, He compared Himself to Baal, and you are the one who said to me it's wrong to compare Allah to Baal. You remember? You said that.
Yes.
And
So that's not a
now,
comparison.
just to show you how you changed. Now, the second I show you that this is in the Quran, Allah Himself comparing Himself to Baal. Now you start using the duct tape method, trying to duct tape what Allah said, forgetting what you just said to me less than 3 minutes ago, that it's wrong to compare Allah to Baal.
No. Okay. What I was saying is, he's not comparing himself to Baal. He's saying calling upon Baal is idol worship, and that's a sin, and a sin forsakes God, right?
Where it says it's a sin, for what are you adding things to the Quran now? It says, will you
No,
call
because the
upon
Quran says
Baal?
idol worship is a sin.
No, my friend. He says, will you call upon Baal and forsake the best of the creators? So
Yes.
that means Baal is a creator. Allah is best.
No, that's not what that means. So he's
Okay, can
saying,
you compare yourself? Can you say I am the best of fakers?
I mean, you can say that. I don't know why you would.
But that means you are faker.
No, so what he's not saying that Baal is a creator.
No,
He's
no,
saying,
no, 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 listen to me.
okay,
Focus with me with the word I'm saying. Fake is somebody, a liar, right? False, right?
sure,
So when you compare yourself to someone is false, and you say you are the best of the fakers, that means you are fake too, correct?
yeah, that does mean that.
Exactly, that's what Allah did. When He compared Himself to false God, calling Him creator, claim He is better a creator, because when you say the word best, if you read with me, it says the best of the creators, not I am the only creator. So if He say, are you going to worship Baal, the false god, the false creator, then that makes sense. But He did not say that. He approved Baal to be God, creator, claiming that he is the best of Baal. So there's Baal, there's Allah, but Allah is better than the Baal. So Allah is not putting down Baal. Allah actually here praising Baal, saying he is a creator, but he is better. Because as I said, you cannot say I am the best of fakers unless you are fake. So if Baal is fake, then you cannot say I am best. Because the word best mean what? The best, I think you speak English better than me. We have better. Correct me if I'm wrong. Better and like best.
Sure,
Best is way better than better, right?
sure.
Okay. But I say if I say he is the best of the student, that mean I do not mean the student they are bad. I'm just saying that he is really the best between them. He is the most brilliant. Huh? but that means they are brilliant too, but he is the highest. So when Allah compared himself to Baal, he is the same as Baal, because you cannot compare yourself to something false and you use the word best. Do you think Allah he used the wrong word in Arabic?
Okay, so I see one problem with this. Now you have a strong case. I do see one problem with it though. So when the Quran says, "You call upon a Baal and forsake the best of the creators," so idolatry is a sin, right?
In,
Now I'm
is,
not trying to.
in, in
Yes.
Islam is not.
The Quran doesn't say idolatry is. Do you agree that do you believe that idolatry is a sin?
You Muslim worship Muhammad. You associate the name of Allah with the name of Muhammad, don't you?
How do I replace the name of Allah with the name of Muhammad?
No, do not replace it. You associate the name of Allah with the name of Muhammad.
How so?
Okay. If Muhammad says something and Allah says something opposing Muhammad, which one you take?
Has that ever happened?
Oh, thousands of times.
Wait, actually?
Huh?
Can you give me an example of that?
Okay, as an example,
I'm interested now.
the Quran say you can do muta. You know what muta, right?
Yes.
Okay. Muhammad in the hadith says don't do muta. Which one you follow?
Oh, you mean mutamar is the thing that was made haram after, like later, when it became
But
an
there is
issue?
no Quran says haram. You see, I'm comparing between Allah word and Muhammad word. So Muhammad, I ask you, which one you follow? And then you ask me to
But
example.
Muhammad's words, if a prophet of God gets his information from, who do you believe a prophet of God gets his information from?
Well, no problem. If Muhammad he got information from Allah, he should get it as Quran, correct?
He can get it in multiple ways. A prophet of God can receive multiple.
That's mean the Quran is not the word of Allah only. There's thousands of books are the word of Allah. Al-Bukhari, you know, Sahih Muslim, Tirmidhi. All of these are the books of Allah then.
All of these are the books of Muhammad's accounts, and Muhammad's accounts show that he was given revelations.
So now you
Allah
are.
speaking.
So now, and Muhammad never said that Allah told him. Can you show me where Muhammad said Allah told me, don't do mut'ah? Give me where. Because if you receive it from Allah, still is going to be should be in the Quran. I mean, why Muhammad will not put what Allah he said to him in the Quran? Let's say I receive messages from God, one by the fax, one by email, one by text messages, one by voice messages. At the end of the day, all of them, they are the word of God. Do we agree?
Sure.
Okay. Shouldn't we put them all in where the book of God should be? The word of God? The book of God. We should not put them in the, we should not put them like, do you write what Allah he said to you in a paper and then you throw it in the garbage, or you throw it, or you put it in the book of God?
I mean, if the book of God is already complete, right?
What complete? You see, you're not focusing with me. I'm asking you. You said that Muhammad he received Quran in many ways, and actually, I want to show you something.
No, I never said that, sir.
You said that.
I didn't say he received Quran in many ways. I said that he's a prophet of God. Yeah. So the words that he speak come from God, right? So like the example of muta marriage.
Exactly. That's mean. See, you're worshiping a man. So now you just say to me, the word he speak is the word of God, even though it's not Quran.
Well, God can send revelations. God can speak through his prophets, yeah?
No, do you no. Muhammad never spoke to his God. Show me where it says that.
I mean, do you agree that God can speak
my
to
God,
his prophets?
my God, but not your God. You see, when you speak about your God, speak about your God. So did your God speak to Muhammad ever?
I don't mean he spoke to Muhammad. I mean the words he spoke through.
Don't tempt me. No, there's nothing called through. Muhammad used to receive delivery through a postman. His name is Gabriel. He come to Muhammad as a man. Right? So, sure. And Gabriel, he don't give his own words. He gave the word of God, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Then how we can find the word of God if it's not in the Quran then? You say to me, Muhammad said, but isn't it the Quran is Muhammad said? You know, do you know that the Quran is a hadith book too?
The Quran is a hadith?
Yes.
What do you mean by that? The Quran is a hadith?
What hadith mean? What hadith mean?
The why hadith? Do you mean like the accounts of the Prophet, or do you mean
what hadith? What the word hadith mean?
Sir, I'm not familiar with Arabic.
Okay, but you never heard of the word hadith before?
I heard of the word hadith referring to the writings detailing the accounts of Muhammad. I've heard of
Exactly.
that.
Okay. But the Quran, as an example, saying that the best of the hadith is the Quran. And Allah, He speak, when He speak, He is making hadith. Read it. Chapter 4, verse number 87. وَمَنْ أَصْدَقُ مِنَ اللَّهِ حَدِيثًا. This is Quran. Quran called the Quran hadith. And then Allah, He speak that the best of the hadith is the Quran. So in chapter 12, verse number 101, it says, "Oh God, bring me from you, bestowed upon me the interpretation of the hadith, which is the book of God, the hadith of God. The Quran is a hadith of God. So as you see, this is all over the Quran. So Quran is hadith, hadith is hadith, and Muhammad, he brings things against the Quran, and Muslims, they follow what Muhammad said. And then not only that, the Muslims, they take what Muhammad said against what Allah said. That means the Muslims, they are pagan and they are not monotheist. And not only that, you Muslim, you associate the knowledge of God with the knowledge of Muhammad. Is that correct?
What do you mean by that?
Okay. Can I say to you, you know best or God know best?
God knows best.
Okay. Can I say Muhammad and Allah knows best?
Muhammad and Allah?
Yeah?
Muhammad and Allah both know best?
Yeah?
Well, I mean, Allah is all-knowing, right? As a God. So He knows. But every word that Muhammad speaks comes from God.
No,
right?
no, this is not.
So, like with your example,
I want you to focus with me. Focus with me. You see,
Sure.
I ask you, do you agree that Allah knows best? You said yes, correct?
Yes.
Okay, why He knows best? Because He's God, correct?
Yes.
All right. So if I give the title best to someone beside Allah, does that make Allah the only one who knows best, or there is more?
What do you mean? If you, for example, if you say someone else knows best
If
besides
I
Allah,
say
that means,
Christian Prince
yeah.
know best, and then I say Allah know best, now we have two know best. Do we agree?
I mean, sure.
Okay. So can we say Allah or we say Muhammad know best, or Allah and Muhammad know best?
Okay. So the problem with your thing is, Muhammad is in Islam, he's a prophet of God. So every word that he speaks comes from God. So with your example, of muta marriage, the Quran says, don't.
No.
Do this,
Focus
right?
with me. Focus with me. You are trying. You are trying to escape the question, my friend. Just focus
No,
with
no,
me.
no, no.
No.
I'm
You are
just trying
trying
to
to
prove
escape.
your.
No. You see, I'm asking you a specific question. Can I say that there is someone beside Allah knows best? Don't explain to me Muhammad received from Allah. It doesn't matter how much he received. Like we learn every day new stuff. He still is a man. He's a human. Can we give the word best the same as we give it to Allah? We give it to Muhammad? Yes or no?
No.
No. So how the Quran and the Hadith, especially the Hadith, all of it says Allah and His Messenger knows best. Allah and His Messenger know best. All over. So you Muslims are mushrikeen. You worship a man beside Allah. So, and you are the one who said, agreed, that we should not say Allah and Muhammad knows best, because only Allah knows best, and the man will never know best, because whatever he knows is very limited. Read with me this hadith in front of us on the screen. Can you see it?
Sir, I cannot see.
Can you look at my YouTube channel?
Sir, I cannot.
Okay.
I can't
I
see.
was sitting behind the Messenger of Allah. This is Abu Dharr, the father of the ants, speaking, who was riding a donkey while the sun was setting. He asked, "Do you know where this set?" I replied, "Allah and His apostle know best." He said, "It's set in a spring of boiling water." Your prophet never get upset from saying that he know best the same as Allah. Never. And the Muslim keep repeating it every time they have such a conversation. Allah and His messengers knows best. And you are the one who agreed that the only one knows best is Allah, because we cannot give the word best to two, because that means they are not best, they are equal.
Yeah.
Okay. So how we can say Allah and His apostle knows best?
I'm sorry, repeat that again.
You agreed with me. I said we cannot say that both of them they knew best because that made them equal. You said yeah.
Yes.
Okay. But this is what the Quran Islam teach. Islam teach you that Allah and Muhammad are equal because both they know best. It doesn't say that Muhammad knows some and Allah knows best. No. It says Allah and his apostle know best.
That's fair. Where does it say that?
This is in the hadith. It's all over. This is hadith in Sunan Abi Dawood, hadith number 4002. It is sahih. Here we go in Arabic. It says sahih, sahih al-isnad. The sunset in muddy spring of water, hot water. And remember, Allah knows best. Allah do not even know where the sun set. But now what we found, that the Muslims are nothing but pagan mushrikeen. They associate a man, Muhammad, with their God, claiming that their God and a man, they know best. So they made the man equal to Allah in his knowledge. And that cannot be true, because there's no man. I mean, whatever we know nothing yet. The galaxies, imagine what God knows, and we do not know. We know nothing, correct? I mean, we are just smaller than a mosquito for him. So how we can compare the knowledge of a man to the knowledge of a God? And you, when you put the name associating with God is what? Is to making someone else equal to him. Do we agree?
Yes.
But this is what you Muslim did. You just said Allah and his apostle knows best.
Sure.
You should leave Islam, my friend. This is a pagan cult. Muhammadan, Muhammad, he leveled himself upon the earth and he made himself equal to God. He never complained about Muslims saying to him, Allah and his message. You will find this everywhere. Almost every single statement, Allah and his apostle know best, and Muhammad never said to them, shame on you to say that. Only Allah knows best.
Yeah. That's fair. If that actually did happen, then a man was made equal with God. But like I said, back to your other point of, like I said, no, like I said, if you were correct, then I will look into that and I will say that's a fair one. If I'm not versed in the topic, I won't speak
It's
on it,
in
right?
front of you. You see, I'm not making things up, my friend. You can open YouTube. You can look. I'm not making things. You can go right now yourself. Go to sunnah.com and type, Allah and his message knows best, and you will find it all over. Allah and his apostle know best. Here we go. You can watch the video later, and I will type Allah and his apostle know. You will find it all over. Endless. Allah and his apostle know best. Allah and his apostle know best. So, and you agreed, if this is true, that means you Muslims, you made Muhammad equal to God, and that means you are pagan and you are mushrikeen, and Muhammad simply trying to replace God, making himself God on earth, fooling people. If I am you, and I can tell you, agree with me, you are a decent young man, you should leave Islam right away. This is madness.
Yeah, that appears to be a contradiction. I will look into that. If I really cannot find anything that if that's a clear cut thing, then yeah, sure. But I didn't want to
But
discuss it.
why you are saying you want to search it, when I am showing it to you, you can just open the screen and you can read it, and you will see I am not making things up. Why we need to wait until next century to find out when I am showing it to you on the screen? This is like, I'm showing you I'm showing you the hadith number, the words in Arabic, the words in English. This is not my words. And later you can call me and you tell me, oh, Christian Prince, you lied to me. It doesn't say that. That will be very embarrassing, isn't it?
If you actually did not lie, then why would I call you and tell you that you lied, right?
Okay, but that's mean I am so sure to the point I am going live on air, showing my screen, everybody is watching, and people, they can, get me busted. They can say he's lying. It doesn't say that. Nowhere it says that.
Yeah. So
Hmm.
for me, for a claim, I like to, like I said, if that
Yeah.
is, if there is a clear cut, if there's no way to, go into that, then that's a man made equal with God. Then sure, I will give you that. But like I said, if there's a claim made, I want to. I'm a person of that. If there's a claim made, I want to search. I want to find. I want to analyze it thoroughly,
Hmm.
and I want to do that. But if that
Okay,
is
let
sure,
us put that aside. I will give you time. You can call me
okay,
next time you call me.
sure.
But what do
So
you think about Muhammad saying the sun set in a spring of hot water? You
I'm sorry.
said that Muhammad get his knowledge from Allah, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Is that really a knowledge from Allah?
What do you mean?
Do you agree that the sun set in a hot spring of water?
Like it can appear that it sets in a hot spring of water, right?
Okay. First of all, does it say there it appear or it says it set? Suddenly, secondly, how it can appear? This is a spring of water. Have you ever heard of somebody? It appeared to him that the sun going in a spring of water. Spring. You know what spring mean?
Like a spring of water, like a body
Spring,
of water. You
spring.
mean?
Yeah, spring, spring. The Arabic it says spring. Ainun hamia. Ain. Ain is a spring. What do you
Okay.
think?
So wait, what happened?
What do you think? You're so quiet.
Yeah, I think he might be describing like what it looks to be like.
You see, my friend, I don't
Yes.
know, you call yourself Andrew Tate. I don't know even why you give yourself such a name. I mean, this guy is a pimp, and you don't sound like a pimp. You sound like a nice guy. Listen to me carefully. Uh, you keep saying it appear. Does it say there it's appear? He said, he asked him, the guy asked him, Muhammad actually is the one voluntarily asked the guy next to him in the donkey, do you know where the sun goes? Who's talking? Muhammad. The man answer says, Allah and his apostle know best. Muhammad now he like it because now he is the best of knowledge beside Allah. He answer, he says, continue talking, it's set in a spring of warm water. Hami actually in Arabic, not warm. Hami mean hot, boiling. But this is what they translate in your Muslim website. But here, does it say it look like it appear? Maybe it appear. I mean, why we add words to what Muhammad said? Do you think Muhammad was a stupid person? He forgot to add the word appear?
I don't think he's a stupid person.
Okay, did he forget to add the word appear maybe?
I think that was what he was. I think that's what he meant by that statement. That's what I'm saying.
Ah, so, but that's mean he gave us wrong information. Because if he say it's set in a spring of warm water, that is a wrong information. And he is not giving us information from God. Because there's no way God will say to him, tell them it's set in a spring of warm water.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think he meant like it looks to be that it said. Now, and I'm not saying he said it. I'm saying he meant with that statement. It sets like this. It looks to set like this.
Like what?
Understand?
Like what?
Like what he said.
Okay, it's set in murky water.
Yeah, this it appears to set like that. That's what he meant.
Okay. But is that right or wrong?
What? That it appears like that.
Is it the sun? Is it wrong or it's right? Is he correct when he said the sun set in a boiling spring of water?
Well, like I said, I think really means that that the sun looks like it sets in a spring of water, right? So if he said that, then if he said it looked like the sun was that's what he meant. It looked like the sun was set in a spring of muddy, boiling water, like you said.
Hmm.
Is that wrong?
I'm asking you, is that wrong or right? Does the sun set in a muddy spring of water, boiling water? Does it?
It does not set, but it might look like it does, yeah? That's
Uh,
what I meant.
okay. You see, you are trying to avoid my question, and I'm being patient with you. I understand you are young. Maybe I'm the age of your father. Say hello to him, by the way. Uh, I'm asking you the question, please. Is it right to say, if I am teaching my student, if I am a teacher, that the sun set in a spring of boiling water? Is that a correct information or I'm misleading them?
If you say the sun sets like this, right? If that's what you mean, the sun sets like that, then that's misinformation.
Okay, this is what he said. He said it set in a spring of boiling water. Exactly, this is what he said.
I believe he meant like it looks like it sets in a spring of boiling water. He said, where does the sun go? It sets in a spring of boiling water. He means that people can look at it and see this is how it looks like it sets.
Ah, so is it not like, have you ever heard of somebody? He saw a spring of water and he saw the sun appear to be sitting there?
I'm sorry?
Have you ever heard of somebody went to the spring of water and he found the sun sitting there appear to him this way? Anyone ever in history of mankind? Spring of water is little tiny hole in the ground where water coming. That's it. That's why we call it spring, not river. Spring is a spring, correct?
Yeah, spring is
Okay.
spring.
So it's a
Okay.
small thing. It's not even a lake. It's not even a river. So a spring of water. Okay. So this is spring. Is it possible for somebody to appear to him that the sun set in a spring of water? Is that possible? Even to appear?
Is it possible to appear like it from someone looking at the sun?
Yeah. Have you ever seen somebody? Have you ever go to the spring of water somewhere before?
I've never went to a spring of water. No, no, I've not.
Okay, you can watch it in YouTube. Have you ever seen a son of sitting in a spring of water?
Have I ever seen sun spring in a spring of water?
My friend, you are trying just to defend a false man. Obviously, it's a lie. I mean, first you want to make it look like it. Muhammad did not say. He said, "Do you know where it goes?" Okay, I want to ask you, do the sun goes?
What do you mean? Does the sun go?
Okay, when the sun set, is it the sun is going? Is it the sun moving?
Doesn't the sun move? I mean, the earth moves, sure,
Well,
but
okay, everything move, but this is not the question. During the time when the sun set, is it the sun going or the earth going around itself?
isn't it both of them? The earth moves, the sun moves.
During the sunset time, everything
Yeah.
is moving in the world, no problem. Nothing is
Okay.
fixed, no problem. But this is not what we're saying. Now he is explaining the sunset. He's explaining that, correct? Do you know what was the question? I was sitting behind the messenger of Allah, who was riding a donkey while the sun was setting. He asked, "Do you know where this set? Where this set? This what the sun? So the sun. Do you know where? Do you know what the word where mean?
Yeah.
Where is the location? Correct?
Yes.
Exactly. So your prophet is speaking about that the sun is going to set in a certain location. Do we agree?
Do you know where the sun sets?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. What? Okay. Where is the sunset? Give me the answer. Go ahead.
What do you mean? Where does it says everywhere? Doesn't it?
Exactly. But he did not say everywhere. He said, I replied, Allah and his apostle know best. He said, it's set in a spring of warm water. So you just get Muhammad busted, my friend. His sun set everywhere. I do not know to go anywhere. I do not need to travel to a spring of water to see the sunset. I can be even you can be inside jail and you can see the sunset if there's a little window. You can be even in the end of the world. Even in Alaska, they have sunset and sunrise. even in the North Pole, the South Pole. So you do not need to go anywhere to see the sunset. But your prophet claim, do you know where? Where? That means the sun is sitting in a specific location, and now he is going to tell you where is that. So where the sun set, I said, Allah and his apostle know best, because we are Muslims, we are pagan, associate Muhammad with Allah knowledge. And then he continued, he liked it, he said, it's set in a spring of warm water. It's set in, not as if, not it appear, not look like. So we, Muslims always, they try to duct tape what Muhammad say because it's so stupid, and people today they laugh at it because they knew it's wrong. But in the time of Muhammad, he can let it go because people are illiterate. Even Muhammad, according to Muslim, he was illiterate. So when you try to say to me, it appear, maybe he meant, it says it's set. Now, does the Quran say the same?
Does it?
Yeah. Don't you know?
Where?
Okay, here we go. You know Zulqarnain?
Who?
Zulqarnain.
I think I've heard that name before, yes.
Alexander the Great.
Yeah.
Okay. According to your prophet and the Quran, Alexander the Great, he was a Muslim and he was a messenger of Allah. And Allah gave him the power of everything. In chapter 18, verse number 86, it says that Alexander the Great, or Zulqarnain, the man with the two horns, he keep going, he follow a road, verse number 85, then 86 says, till when he reached the sitting place of the sun. He reached where? He reached the sitting place of the sun. Remember, Zulqarnain, or Alexander the Great, he spent his life traveling. Actually, he did not even go back home since he left. He died abroad. So he reached the sitting place of the sun. And you remember, you are the one who said to me, the sun set everywhere, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. But he reached, according to the Quran, he reached the sun sitting place. He found it sitting in a muddy spring.
Yeah. So what he means, he found it. He found it setting, meaning what he was looking at with his own two eyes, right? He found it setting. That's what it appeared to him. He found it. He found it. He was looking at it with his own two eyes. So he found it setting like this. That's what that means. He found it.
Okay. So
Yeah.
he found it. That means it's appear.
Yeah, he found it. What is that?
Who is the one who's talking?
What do you mean? Who's the one in the Quran?
Yeah, the verse here. Who is talking? Allah or this guy, Alexander the Great?
Well, if it's Allah, then Allah's talking.
Okay.
Yeah?
So how you say it appear? Why you are adding words? Why you Muslim? You see, I'm not. You are a nice guy, but I don't want. When I say lie, don't be upset. Okay, take it friendly. Why you are lying? Adding words is not there. He said he found. In dictionary, when I say I found, that means it appear.
That so when he says he found it setting, that means that he was looking at it with his own two eyes. That's what that means.
No. Hold on. I don't care about the eyes now. I'm asking you the word.
That means that he was looking at it.
I found. You see, does it say is I found is the same as if he found, or as if he saw, or as it appear? No. When I say when I report a find, that means it's a fact. It is not maybe. It's not a thought. It is not sure. He found it sitting. Where? In a spring of muddy boiling water. So you Muslims, in order to fix the stupid mistake in the Quran, you try to duct tape again shamefully, saying this is how he saw it. Okay, let us say for the sake of argument, he saw it this way, but the Quran saying he reached the sitting place of the sun. It's in the front of your eyes. He reached the sitting place of the sun. Did he thought that this is the sitting place of the sun, or until he reached the sitting place of the sun? The Quran says until he reached the sitting place of the sun. Not he thought it is the sitting place of the sun. Not he appeared to him. So there's many things now there. He reached the sitting place of the sun. He found it, and now there's no ocean. See, the Muhammadan, like Zakir Naik and those liars, they try to fool you and fool everybody. Say, when you look at the ocean, don't you see the sunlight going down in the ocean? That's false. Because first, this is not about the ocean. This is a spring of water. Secondly, this is a boiling spring of water. This is not just even a water. So Muhammad, he is attached to fictions. People, they have stories from different time. They knew that there is some places there is water, which is boiling, where the sun is getting its heat from. Maybe it takes shower in that boiling water and come back again. So where it says in his eyes, it looked like, you make it up. Do you admit? Or you can find me in there, it says, in his eyes it appear that he found it in the water.
So what is the word used for he found it?
He found it, yeah, that's it. He found it. He did not say, you see, do Allah speak good Arabic, or he is like a Pakistani guy, he's trying to learn Arabic like Sheikh Uthman, ketchup boy. Allah speak good Arabic, don't he?
Yeah.
Okay, can't he replace the word found it by saying he thought?
That's what I'm saying. What is the word used for he found it?
It says found it. This is found it. Wajadaha. Wajadaha. He found it. The translation is accurate. And the word wajada mean he found something, and it's a fact. If I say I found a rat in my room, I did not think it's a rat. I found. If I want to say I think, then I will use the word think. But when I say I found, that means that is a finding. That's not like I thought I was wrong. Found. When I say the scientists they found, that it's not a theory no more. It's not even an idea. They found. If I say your father found you playing game, did your father thought appear to his eyes, or really he caught you playing games, red-handed? Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's me.
Yeah.
Okay, so you are playing games. So now, he did not say, I thought you are playing games. I found you playing games. And that's what the Quran is saying. He kept going until he reached the sitting place of the sun, and he found it sitting in a muddy spring.
He found it setting. So he was looking at the sun, and that's how he found it setting.
How you can find that, my friend? You see, Allah is talking. The one is reporting about the guy is Allah. The guy is dead. Allah is telling Muhammad what happened to this guy. Allah is saying he found the sun setting place, which is false. Did he thought to? This is the guy. Did he think? It is his thought that the sitting place of the sun is here? Or Allah is saying to us, until he keep going, keep going, keep going. The guy is not talking. Allah is talking. He keep going until he reached the sitting place of the sun. So it's Allah who is claiming that there is a sitting place of the sun. It's not the guy.
I mean, wherever he goes, isn't that the setting place of the sun? If the sun sets everywhere,
exactly.
Wherever
so
he goes
no, you see, not according to the Quran. According to the Quran, this guy he keep going. Tell, not tell the sunset, no, not tell the sunrise, no. Till he reached the setting place of the sun. So if I say to you, I keep walking till I found a chair to sit, that means this is a place. It's not I thought, it's not maybe, it's not what appeared to my eyes, I found. So he keep going. This is not about even the time of the sunset yet. He found the sitting place of the sun. And then he found the sun setting after he arrived there in a muddy spring. Let us make it simple for you. What is the connection between the sun and the muddy hot spring?
So when he says he found it, that means he's looking at the sun. He's looking at the sun, and that's what he was seeing with his own two eyes. The sun is
no
setting like
problem.
this.
So is Allah approving what he saw, or he disapproving?
What do you mean?
You see, you keep saying to me, when he arrived to the sun, he found the sun, he appeared in his eyes. So did Allah agree the sun set in murky water, or did not agree? I'm going with you.
He's only speaking from the perspective of the person. He
I
didn't
don't
agree or
care. Did
disagree.
Allah agree with him or not? Because my friend, just to show you how, I feel sorry for you. You're trying to duct tape a stupid man. His name is Muhammad. In verse number 83, it says, they are asked you about Zulqarnain. Say, I shall recite into you remembrance of him. So they are questioning Muhammad to see how good knowledge he have. Allah now is supporting Muhammad, train them about what this guy found. So Allah, he agree. Not only agree, he is telling us what nobody knows. He is telling us that he found where the sun set. And you, Muhammad, and you try to add the word add, as if it appeared to his eyes. When he arrived there, he saw it. When he arrived there, he thought. All those words we cannot find in the Quran. So, in order to solve a stupid story, you are trying your best to be dishonest with yourself. I will leave that between you and yourself. You can lie to yourself. Who cares? People are laughing. I'm laughing. But why you want to laugh at yourself? You are a smart, a human being, and God gave you a brain. Use it. Nowhere it says what you are trying to say. And not only that, if you continue, you will see not only he found where the sun set, he found where the sun rise too. And then tell when he, verse number 90, tell when he reached the rising place of the sun. Did this guy think this is the rising place? No. Does it say he thought this rising place of the sun? No. He found it rising on people. Does the sun rise on people? Rise in people everywhere. So, I will leave you with your honesty, but I advise you, don't fool yourself. You are not fooling nobody. You are fooling yourself now. I feel sorry for you. I mean, you are a young kid, and you sound like a very nice, polite, and I like that about you. But, polite is not enough, because polite does not make you a good liar. Still, you are a liar, because you are trying to cover up. And even the hadith, I show you the hadith. The hadith says that the Prophet said the sun set in murky water. Did Muhammad say in the hadith that Zulqarnain, he did not even mention Zulqarnain. He said, do you know where the sun set? The guy, he says, well, Allah and his apostle know best. Did Muhammad appear to him the sun set in a spring of water too?
I'm sorry, what? Did Muhammad do what?
Did it appear to Muhammad too that the sun set in a spring of water too?
I mean, it looks like that. He said it
Where?
looks
I
like
mean,
this.
this guy is in the desert, and
Yeah.
the only spring of water is Zamzam, which is in the size of your fingers. So how the sun will appear to be sitting there? And if it's appear there, why Muhammad claiming that he have knowledge? Why he is saying to the guy, do you know? The guy, he said, Allah and his apostle know best. And Muhammad now claim that he have the knowledge, the best knowledge equal to God. And now he gave the answer. So did Muhammad, he was a foolish man, maybe like Zulqarnain, he thought the sun set in murky water, or appeared to him, or he is stating his knowledge now?
Are you asking me or are you saying something?
I'm talking to you. I'm talking to a different person now.
No. I'm saying, are you asking me a
Let me
question
repeat
or are you
again.
just
You are
saying?
not focusing. You are nervous. Take it easy. I appreciate you actually calling. You are a young person. Still, you dare to call me. That's very, very good. I'm saying, and I want to focus with me. You can write the question. When Muhammad, he said, after he asked the man, do you know where the sun setting? The man said, Allah and his apostle know best. Muhammad continued giving the answer saying, it set. It set. It set. Let me repeat again. It set. Not it maybe, not it appeared to me, not I thought, not my sunglasses are making reflection. He said, it's set in a spring of boiling water. Now, when Muhammad, he said, it's set in a spring of warm boiling water, did he thought? And he is lying by saying it's set? or he said it's set because he is sure?
Yeah. So I think he means like it appears to set in a
It
spring
appeared
of
to
water.
set. You see, you're adding
Yeah.
the word appear now. So he say it's set, and then you say to me, I think he's saying it's appear. Why you are adding the word appear? I mean, okay, let us say it appear. Are you saying to me, Muhammad, he made a foolish mistake when he said it's set, claiming that he have the knowledge from God when he said that?
Yeah. If he said it's set, then that's a mistake.
This is
If
what
he
he
said it's
said.
set, then that's a mistake. Yeah.
This is what he said. This is what he said exactly. He did not say maybe, I thought, and I'm not sure. He said, and I remember he claimed that he have the best knowledge like Allah. So when this guy speak, and this is what he put in the Quran saying exactly the same. So Allah and Muhammad agree that the sun set in a spring of water, not Zulqarnain he found, maybe thought. No, he found it and Muhammad confirmed it. Muhammad asking his man where the sun set. The man, he says, Allah and his apostle knows best, because Muslim are mushrikeen, associate the knowledge of God with the knowledge of man. And Muhammad, he love it. Now he is so proud of his knowledge, he continued to give the answer which nobody know. He said, it's set in a spring of boiling water.
Yeah. Yeah. If he said that, that's a mistake. You have, like I said, you have built a strong case, and I do appreciate your continuousness to sit here and have this conversation. I do want to, like I said, you have built a strong case, and if that's what it said, then that's a mistake. Like I said, I appreciate you continuing to deliver this information. However, um, I do want to touch on something else, and then I will dismiss you, or to continue what you want to
So,
do.
but okay, but now you appreciate and etc. What I mean, what I'm not here to hear from you, my friend, that you appreciate. I don't care if people appreciate or not. I want to hear from you. As long as this is a mistake and this is a lie, not only a mistake. I mean, why you are saying a mistake? If I claim to be a prophet, I claim that I receive message from God. Especially when the people speak about me, they say Allah and His messenger knows best. So he is speaking of knowledge of messenger of God, not knowledge of somebody claim have knowledge. Maybe he's wrong later. No, he claimed that his knowledge is from God. So that's not a mistake. That is a lie. So why we cannot be honest? Like you've been honest until now, like you said, it's if this is what he said, it's a mistake. Okay, but this is not a mistake. You're trying still to cover it up and give it a different definition. This is not a mistake, my friend, because if I do not know, I should not say. Do I agree?
Sure.
Okay, so why he said such a statement unless he is a liar?
No, what I meant by it's a mistake. As in the statement is a mistake. It's false. Right? That's what I
Okay,
meant.
so it's not
Not
it's
he
not
made a mistake in
okay,
front
so
of
it's not a
God.
mistake, it's false. So he's making a false statement.
That's what I meant.
All
The
right,
statement is a mistake.
that's wonderful. So now me and you we agree Muhammad is a false man.
Yeah, if that's what he meant, then yeah, he made a false statement, and that statement was a mistake.
He's a false man. Thank you very much. I'm happy to hear that from you. He's a false prophet.
Yeah, if that's what he meant, yeah. Um, like I said, I will.
Before we continue, I'm happy really
Sure.
for you to agree with me and to find the truth, but I want you to tell me why you choose Andrew Tate to be your name in Skype.
It was an inside joke.
But this is not a good joke. I mean, this guy is a pimp. Do you wish to be a pimp like him?
No, no, no. It's an inside joke
It's my
between.
friend. It's not right. It's not right. I mean, if you want to take a name, at least take a name of an honorable man, not a scumbag. You don't sound like a bad person, and that's why I wanna tell you, as a younger brother of mine, don't call yourself such a name. That is a horrible name.
No, I'm not saying I am Andrew Tate. I'm not Andrew Tate. That's the
I am
point.
not saying you are saying that, but when you use this name here, as I see in Skype, first of all, I do not know who is talking. Look, I look in front of me, it says Andrew Tate. So, and then you are, then I'm talking to you now. I know it's not you. You are not Andrew Tate. But why you want to use such a name? That's a horrible name. I mean, this guy is a scumbag. He's a rapist. He's a pimp. He is a fraud. I mean, everything about him is wrong. So if you want to choose a name, and I'm advising you, choose, even if you want to make a joke, at least choose a name, of somebody respectable, right?
Wait, he was a rapist?
Don't you know this guy? He's in jail because of that.
I know about the alleged accusations, but are they
My
actually
friend,
proven?
what alleged accusation? They have, this guy, he opened up a pimp business. He called himself pimp. Have you ever heard of a pimp he don't rape? He must be a nice pimp.
I mean, a pimp isn't a rapist.
No, a pimp is a rapist because a man of no honor is what pimp is. And a man of no honor, he do everything wrong. Do you agree with me that a man who work as a pimp, he have to be zero honor and ethic?
No, I think that you can be. I think that you can still have ethics. You could just still be a
Well,
pimp.
so
Like for example,
say okay, okay. So you bring girls, you lie to them, you tell them I love you, and then you ask them to do favor to you, open their camera and show men around the world so he can make money from those girls, and you are saying to me that he have ethic.
I mean that's not rape. Yes, I mean, like I said, I don't agree
No,
with the
no,
right.
but the
I don't
guy
agree
who
with what
do
he's
such a
done.
thing, he do rape. I mean, what is left? This is the most horrible thing, and he even go right on public and he say he called himself pimp. There's tons of videos saying is I open my pimp business, my pimp business. He keeps saying that. So this guy he called himself a pimp. So why you want to call yourself a pimp? Anyway, give me you said to me, and I'm glad now I agree Muhammad is a false man. What is the last thing you want to say to me?
Okay. Yeah, like I said, if that's what he meant, that's what if then
This
he's
is
a
what
false
he
man.
meant. It's not up to you. It's not up to me. And you agreed. Okay.
Yeah, if that's what he meant, then he's a false man. The last thing I want to say, did you? I might be misunderstanding you, but did you say that the Quran affirms the Bible? Did you say that
Is what?
the
Confirm.
Quran affirms the Bible?
Yeah, not only confirm. The Quran says musaddiqun, which mean believe in the Bible.
Where can you point me to somewhere it says that?
There's many verses, not only one, but I will show you the one they have an accurate translation because most of the verses the Muslims they try to duct tape it. If you go to chapter 2, verse number 89, it says,
Okay.
and when there come into them scriptures from Allah, confirming that in their position.
Is he talking about the Bible or
Yes,
where does he say the Bible at?
you can read verse before it. Speaking about Moses and the Jews and the Christians, we send Moses and Isa and Maryam, and we support them by the Holy Spirit, verse number 87. And then he says, when it come to them, to who? To those who follow Moses and Isa. When it come to them, a book confirming what is in their possession.
So what was in their possession back then when this was written?
Whatever in their possession. This is 600 years after Jesus. That is the Bible. So when the Muhammadan they say, lying, that the one who corrupt Christianity is Paul, well, Paul by then is dead long time ago. And here we go, 600 years after Jesus, the Quran confirm what is in their possession. So our book never been corrupted.
Yeah. So I think there's a verse I think that people say it affirms the Bible. It's in chapter 5, I think.
There's a verse what?
There's a verse people say affirms the Bible in chapter 5.
There's many verses, I can show you endless, but isn't it enough one? I mean, because if there's verses saying the opposite, that would be contradiction anyway. So if there's one, that's mean is enough.
Yeah.
right?
So the verse says we sent Moses, Jesus, and Miriam. Right? Is that what the verse says? The verse before the verse you quoted.
Let me show you.
Okay.
Chapter 2, verse number 297, chapter 2,
Yeah.
verse number 97, it
Yes.
says, uh, Say, O Muhammad, who is ever the enemy of Jibreel, for indeed he has brought, between the bracket, the Quran, down to their heart, confirming what is between their hands. Look in Arabic, just to show you how, you said you don't know Arabic, but I advise you to learn Arabic so you can see how Muslim they lie to you. In Arabic it says, مصدقا لما بين يديه, what is between his hands. So even Muhammad, he have the Quran given from Allah, and he have the gospel between his hands, and he believe in it. Not
The gospel.
yeah, well, this is what it says, and even in translation they are adding, which is the Torah and the gospel.
The gospel.
Uh-huh.
It says gospel, not gospels, right?
Gospel, my friend. The gospel is a gospel. We don't have gospels.
In the Bible, there's gospels.
No, we have one gospel. That's it. When we say in Arabic the word Injil, this is a Greek word. We don't have the word gospels. We have Injil. But when we saw the word Injil, you can ask any Arab. Injil mean all the gospels in one book.
Yeah, the gospel.
So
So
this is an English word, the gospel thing. But in the language, when we say the word Injil, that mean we don't say, when I say let us say I'm talking to somebody, my cousin, bring me the Injil. He will not say to me, oh, which one? Injil is one Injil. Injil is the book of God. That's what Injil mean. So when the Quran speak, mention the word Injil, not the word gospel.
okay, but it says what the Injil is.
What is the
Quran
Injil?
clarifies.
Okay, what is the Injil? What is the Injil?
And there's a verse.
Uh-huh.
In chapter 5, if you go to verse 46, it says that it was given to Christ. None of the books
All right.
in the gospel
All right.
in the Bible were given to Christ. None of them existed at the time of Christ.
Okay, but here you notice actually how stupid the Quran is, because what is given to Christ, and then he confirmed what is between their hands, because 600 years after Jesus, what the Christian they have between their hands, according to the Christians and according to me, this is what Jesus gave us. He did not write books, but we wrote what he said. So when the Quran confirmed in chapter 5 verse number 46, saying that مصدقا لما بين يديه, مصدقا what? لما بين يديه, the same word, confirming what is between his hands. So it's confirmed. The Muslim they claim even the Torah is corrupted, but as you see, it's not the same verse you mentioned to me. And if Allah he sent Jesus the Injil, that will be a stupid statement, because as I know,